Hi, I'm Jim Shepard, and you are listening to or watching this video because you made a series of choices. You say there are a zillion community colleges all across the fruited plain. You chose Lakes Region Community College. Not a bad choice. But one of the things that comes with taking business law at Lakes Region Community College is me. Hey. So, I'm adjunct faculty. I practice law in Tilton, and in fact, this is being taken in my office, which backs up to the scenic Winnipesaukee River. There will be a series of these videos. This will be the longest one because I'll also be going over some of the syllabus, some of the ground rules, but we'll also be weekly. I'll be having a shorter video that will focus on what's going on that week, what you should be looking for in the reading, what I think is important. Why should you care what I think is important? Because I'm the guy writing the exams. Anyway, I also have some potentially useful insights. I've practiced law for over 40 years now and have managed to get away with it. I've learned some things along the way. I know less, maybe, law than I did when I left law school, but I know how to get things done. So, anyway, during each week, you will be seeing one of these videos. There will be assigned reading. There's a fair amount of reading. Don't give that short shrift. There will be a quiz. The quiz, I believe I've got it set up now so that you can go back and retake it after you get done. Think of that in terms of reinforcing what you've learned. There's a discussion board. We'll be expecting you to contribute to that each week. And I need something more than a reply to a Facebook entry or something like that. If you have an issue with what a student's posted or you're commending them, be sure to tell us why. Remember, that's a substantial proportion of your grade, and I think it helps to replace some of the give and take that we don't get in a classroom setting. There'll be a paper. It's a 10-pager. Don't think that you can put that off until the end of the semester. You need to do some substantial research, and I'd suggest to you that you need to start that early. And in fact, next week, your paper, or as part of this week's assignment package, you'll be expected to give me a topic. I will review the topic and discuss ways to go with it. But this is not something that you're going to do on the weekend before it's due. I do suggest to you that if you are fuzzy on attribution, that is, where you got an idea or something like that, you need to consult available sources at the college to give you a refresher. Don't even think of using your cut and paste keys, or whatever they're calling them these days, without quotation marks and a proper attribution. We have ways of picking that stuff up. You don't need to deal with that. So that's really important. The workload should be pretty manageable. I do expect that you're going to devote substantial time to this course, and I am, I caution you that deadlines are very important. One of the things that's different about having me is that I am not full-time faculty. I'm an adjunct. They bring me in. I do this part-time. My day job is, trying to promote justice in the American way, during normal working hours. I rely a lot on doing things in batches. I will try to give you a lot of detail or a lot of feedback, usually in the form of there'll be probably a mass mailing from me. Those generally go out on a Sunday morning. And then if there are additional specific comments, you'll see something either attached to that or in a separate email. Email, definitely the best way to get in touch with me, because I tend to wander around like a little lost soul, and but I check my email with great frequency. Telephone, I do own a cell phone, and it sits on my desk most of the time. So don't count on that as a way to reach me. I have put my office number there. That's almost as good. But email will get you an answer a lot quicker and more constructively. One of the things that we're doing this semester, and it's a little different, is that we're not assigning a text. I've already, as this is being done, have received inquiries. People have gone to the bookstore and there is no book. We'll be using Business Law and the Legal Environment. That's Business Law and the Legal Environment by Meyer, Warner, and Seidel. It's the 2012 edition, and we're doing that under an Academic Commons license. What I've done is gone through the text and weeded out everything that I don't think is important and left the good stuff for you. Take your time and read that online. If for some reason you're not comfortable reading the text on whatever device you happen to be using, I have seen copies of the text available on abbooks.com. That's ABEBOOKS.com. Used copies running for about $10, and that's shipped. That's pretty good, and it may be more comfortable for you. I know it would be for me. I don't like reading extensive stuff online, and that's kind of the way it is. But anyway, obviously you're going to need a dependable internet connection. You're going to need to be able to devote the time to do this. Deadlines, as you read through the syllabus, you'll know those are important. This, to the extent that you don't have to show up at class at a specific time, that's fine. That may be more convenient for you. But there's still stuff that has to be done, and it has to be done in a timely manner. So please keep those deadlines in mind. I will be enforcing deadlines this semester. Last semester just went totally out of control. So make the best of my time, make the best of your time. Try to stay ahead. Basically, the course, we won't have face-to-face contact. A lot of this will be email, and that's fine. I am planning to run one or more sessions at the college, informal question and answer session. There's no, your showing up or not showing up is not going to affect your grade. But sometimes there are little things that we may be able to straighten out in person that won't work as well online. Anyway, we'll announce that as time goes on, and if you have any interest in such a thing, please email me. The key, email, communicate with me. Okay, anyway, the first readings deal with legal history and perspective, and there's going to be some talk about different kinds of legal systems, different societies work their legal systems differently. We have the civil law systems, continental Europe, the Latin America, many countries around the world have civil law systems where the law is written. They differ from the common law system that Britain and its commonwealths developed over the years, which provided certainty. It provided some level of flexibility, unlike the civil law system. And we have also the American system, which is kind of a hybrid. We started out very much a common law system. We have, over the years, evolved features that really look more like civil law systems. So anyway, just taking a look at that, remember the driving forces for the development of legal systems include the need for stability, for order, for predictability. One of the things, watch in the reading, they do talk about the functions of crime and tort. This is an area that a lot of otherwise very bright, very educated people don't understand. The criminal law is meant to provide for public order. Tort is meant to compensate victims, and the two don't meet. We'll be beating that to death probably in the 4th and 5th weeks of the course. Also, watch the priorities of the law. The Constitution, of course, is the supreme law of the land. Everything else, is ancillary to that. So, anyway, you've got some reading to do. Don't forget to, take your quiz, deal with the discussion board, and be sure to email me a paper topic. We'll look forward to having more of these little chats. Actually, I'm recording these on a snowy Sunday morning in my office. That's why things are so quiet. So I'm going to be having this little chat much sooner than you'll be reading it. Anyway, so welcome aboard. Have fun.